Basically what I did is originally I designed something similar to this for my grandkids. I thought it would make a great little gift for them. So I made one for every one of them. And then as I watched them play with them, they were having so much fun, as was I, that I decided to keep on working on them and going to street fairs. And I made them and sell them. And then I was introduced to stuff called unicorn spit, which is a stain that comes in different colors. This is one color, this is blue. And essentially what I did is I just started staining like this with different colors. And then I continued to go to street fairs and started, I had my little granddaughter who's 6 trying to shoot one of these, and she was having trouble getting her finger up onto the little trigger mechanism. So what I did is I went ahead and designed something a little bit smaller that would fit her hand. And this is what I came up with. And it looks kind of like a cute little derringer. And I would have her shooting, and she was having such a great time with it that I started making a whole bunch of these little ones to fit other smaller children. But I think adults kind of like them too because they look like a little derringer. And then I started hanging up zombie posters, and they were getting tore up. So then I started gluing them onto the boards and hanging them up so kids could shoot at those. And they do, and they have a lot of fun with it. So they started asking me questions about other things, like, well, do you make rifles and stuff? And I do occasionally make some rifles, but I haven't made any for a while, but I got to thinking that it would be fun to make a crossbow. So I'm working on the designs for that. And then I kind of thought a cannon might be cool, so I started the prototype of that. I left it at home. It still needs a lot more work to make it cool. And I'm also thinking about making something called a duck gun, which looks kind of like a finger spread out like this, but initially the pirates would use them to shoot at other people, but they were single shot weapons, so there was one barrel for each one all attached together, so you could point it in the direction you wanted, for which barrel you wanted to shoot at the person and fire. So I thought, well, what if I could do that with wooden ones? And then I figured out how I'm going to do it, so I'm going to start making those as well. So they'll be out sometime next year.
Awesome.
Yeah,
something to look forward to.
Something a little different. I'm going to make a triple shotgun. So we'll have 3 barrels on one rifle to shoot with. So I'm looking at some different things. And eventually, the last show I was at was in Porterville, in Pioneer Days. And I had a table underneath with little empty bottles with the miniature zombies glued onto them, and the kids were shooting them over, and they were having such a blast. It was nonstop from the time we set up to the time that the show closed.
Wow, cool.
We had less than a 5-minute break at one point, and I opened up one of those little granola bar packages, and I ate half of the first one, and it just got busy again. And that was that was my whole day lunch for the day. So it was, but I had so much fun. I love doing this. I enjoy the children experimenting with the rubber band guns. Because most of the time they're on video games and stuff like that. So they really don't have the fun of the old school type of
Absolutely.
processes. So that's one of the reasons why I do this. That's my biggest reason for it.
Wonderful. Thank you.